So, ladies and gents, as he did at Agritechnica last November, there is certainly plenty of interest in the new Massey Ferguson 9S here at LAMMA 2024. So we're going to just have a little touch upon it again, just to sort of refresh ourselves with what Massey Ferguson has done with this track series. But then we're going to have a look at some other updates and an anniversary special down there as well. So to run us through all of that, I have got Mr. Gareth Goodchild with us. So Gareth, I mean, we'll not hang about, we'll dive in.
Yeah, righto.
9S.
Yep.
Brand spanking new flagship series for yourselves.
Yes, it is.
What's you replacing?
It's replacing the 8740S
right.
of old. So by and large, it's a very similar platform. It's got 6 models in the range. We're going from 285 horsepower at the bottom end up to this one. This is the flagship, the 425.
Right.
So all of the models, bar this one, boost.
Right.
So starting at the bottom, the 285, up to the 370, you get 330 horsepower boost, 20 on the 400, and this one's flat.
This is
425.
What you see is what you get.
You get what you see.
Right.
Yeah.
All day, all long.
Yeah, exactly.
Good stuff. So that power that we're getting on this, what's that coming from? I assume it'll be AGCO power, obviously.
AGCO power. It's the same 8.4 litre engine you'd have seen in the 8740.
Yeah, so tried and tested.
Yeah, the only thing that's changed is they've changed some ancillaries. So the old version had twin turbo.
Right.
This one's a single. And this one's done away with the EGR valve.
Right.
And the reason they've done that is, well, basically, if you can get rid of those things to simplify it and still achieve stage 5 emissions, why wouldn't you?
Well, exactly. Exactly, make it simple.
Yeah.
That's it. So, transmission-wise, what's swinging off the back of this
so we've got
8.4 litre motor?
We've got the ML260 CVT unit in this one.
So that'd be the 2-range CVT, is it? Yeah.
That's right. It's been strengthened in this, so you know, like your final drives, or your trumpets as you call them on the back end, they've been strengthened, and what that's allowed with this model is a higher gross vehicle weight. So on this one, this will be a 50k version, we're up to 17 tonne gross. Right. If it was a 40k, we'd be up to 18 tonne gross.
Okay.
And that's due to the revised back end on that transmission. And the 9S is only available in CVT as well.
Right,
which is unique to the 9 range.
Yeah. Good stuff. So just you mentioned the back end. So let's have a look. Sorry, I'm going to shift this out of the way.
Yeah, that's all right. We've got some biscuit wrappers on here. Look.
Have we?
Yeah, we get rid of those.
Cheeky swines.
Yeah.
So back end capabilities. What we got here?
So we got a 12-tonne rear lift. Which that's unchanged from the 8740. It's by and large the same. The one thing that has changed though is we've got a 20-tonne top link.
Right.
It's quite substantial, isn't it?
Just a little bit.
Yeah. And we're up to 6 spools on the back, which is quite a key selling point, because you know the way our hitches work in the UK, we have lift rods on the pickup hitch. Yeah. We can still get 6 spools even with those lift rods.
So you're not taking up one of those spools.
Exactly. So that's a nice feature we've got here. Good
stuff. And then cab-wise, that'll be what you've used on the 8S.
Yeah. The cab is identical. Anybody you speak to that's used one will sing the praises of the cab for sure. It's a blooming good cab, and it uses the same Protect You concept, which is the gap.
With the gap.
Yeah, the gap between the cab and the engine. So on this, it's...
So if Chris can fight the crowd...
Yeah.
We'll see.
So the gap is slightly smaller on this compared to the 8S, which has the same gap.
Yeah.
The reason being they wanted to maintain the same wheelbase on this tractor as the 8740 before it. Right. So it's the same wheelbase, but they've managed to still get a gap there.
Right.
And for I suppose those that don't know, the reason you have the gap is to isolate the cab from noise, vibration, heat, and all the rest of it, and that's what makes the cab such a quiet and nice place to be.
And that's working well on the 8S.
Yeah,
it's been out for quite a while now.
Yeah, very much so. It's combine inspired, so it's raked. So
negative rate.
Yeah. So basically, your dust is just going to fall off and self-cleaning, basically. So
cool, good stuff. So we'll move down your stand at LAMMA, and we'll see what else we can find.
So the latest thing with the 6S is we're going to be running an extra, so it's going to be a 6S 165 extra. Right. And how that differs to something that isn't an extra, I suppose, is it's going to be a set spec.
Yeah.
So you order an extra, you get what you're given basically,
Yeah.
and what you're given will be an efficient spec, so mid-range, exactly like this one.
Yeah.
It'll be on 580 rear tyres, front linkage and things like that. It'll be well spec'd, and it'll be very well priced as well, because it'll basically mean that the factory can produce X number of tractors at a certain spec and
get the cost down.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
Nice bulk order.
Yeah, basically.
Effectively.
Yeah.
And that spec, I mean, sort of, how have you decided that spec? Have you just gone for one of the most popular specs?
Yeah, I mean, the 6S is a very popular tractor, and I would imagine, I mean, I didn't make the spec, but I'd imagine that a 165 was a very popular version of it.
Yeah.
And efficient's middle of the range. You get your big multi-pad armrest in the cab. 2 electric, 2 manual spools.
So it's a decent spec then?
Yeah, it's a good spec. Yeah, it is.
Cool, good stuff. Right, we'll just move back a bit because we've got an anniversary, haven't we?
Yeah, we have, the 5S.
Go on, 5S. 30 years, is it, of sloping bonnet?
Yes, that's it, yeah.
Which is a fair old run,
Yeah,
and clearly people must have liked it to be going that long.
Yeah, it's popular.
Yeah.
This is kind of the bread and butter of Massey Ferguson, I think.
This is Massey Ferguson right here.
Yeah, a nice compact, absolute pocket rocket of a loader tractor. This is the 145. So with
top
this
model of the 5S.
This is the top model. So with this one, you're going from 105 to 145 horsepower.
Right.
With this one you see here, this anniversary edition, you can get it in the 125 and the 145.
Right. Yeah.
And what it basically means is kind of similar to the way you order that 180 as an extra. You order this one as the anniversary edition, and it'll come with a loader. It'll come with the Visio roof.
Yeah.
You know, so you've got good visibility there. It's got some nice little bits in the inside of the cab as well, like different seat, a couple of things like a different phone holder and different carpet.
Yeah.
That plaque there, you can see this one's number 2 made.
This is number 2.
Yeah, it would be nice to have had number 1, wouldn't it? But there we are.
So if we get Cameron and Chris around it, just have a look in there, sunshine. So we got number 2. And yeah, just like I say, just a popular spec, I would imagine.
Yeah, very.
Yeah.
Real pocket rocket, this one. I mean, it's hard to believe it's nearly 150 horsepower, isn't it?
Sat there.
Yeah, it's so compact.
Because you wouldn't imagine that 10, 15 years ago, that there'd be nearly 140 horse coming out of a tractor this size.
Exactly.
And the sloping bonnet concept, I mean, 30 years of that, you know, it's stuck around, hasn't it? It's stood the test of time.
Well, you've only got to sit in it and see how much you can see due to that bonnet. I mean, as far as loader tractors go, they've really done a good job of them, I think.
Well, that's it, because you've got your visibility sloping bonnet forwards, visibility with the Visio roof upwards. The bloody high flow hydraulics on this, which, what's that, 100 litres a minute or even more than that, is it? Somewhere around there?
I think it's 110.
110 litres a minute on
my
tractor this size.
Yeah.
Power shift gearbox, so...
Dyna 6 in this one.
Yeah. It's like it was made for the job.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. This one's top spec as well, I forgot to mention. So this one's exclusive. The main difference being you get 2 electric spools on the armrest, where the mid-spec you get 2 manual.
Right.
That's the only real difference, really.
Got
so this one's loaded. This one's fully loaded.
Fully loaded, a loader tractor.
Yeah, lovely bit of kit.
Spot on. Well, Gareth.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
You're all right. Hopefully that was insightful.
No, it's good. No, it's a nice little tour of what Massey Ferguson is up to with its range of tractors.
No worries.
Good stuff.
Cheers.